Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Sitaya Pataye Namaha Sitaya Pataye Namaha. It is getting hot. It is. What no? Okay. Yeah, so we are in chapter Aranyakand, chapter 4, right?
Yes.
Chapter 4, verse number 44. So, what were we? So what was being told was in the verse 42, 43, the Atma Nirupan was being done, and what are the qualities, what are the properties, if we can say that Atma is nirlipta, Atma is that which cannot be talked about, it is beyond words, beyond comprehension of the mind, yet the scriptures indicate to us what that Atma is, and it was told here, Atma sarvatra purnaha syat chidananda Atma ko avyayaha बुद्ध्यादि उपाधि रहितः परिणाम आदि वर्जितः. Atma sarvatra, that Atma is complete and it is everywhere. Purna, it is complete. And Syat Satchidananda Atmakaha Avyayaha. And it is Satchidanand, it is Satchit Anand, means it is existence, consciousness, bliss. And Avyayaha, Avyaya means it does not, there is no reduction in it, there is no destruction possible in it. Then Buddhyadi Upadi Rahitaha, Atma is that which cannot be conditioned by intellect, by mind, by breath, by body, senses. Nothing can, space, time, objectivity, nothing can condition the Atma. What is that Atma? Don't look at me like this. Whom are we talking about? Atma. What is that Atma? Where is that Atma? Our essence. Our essence. So who are you? Who is not the body? Who are you? Who is not the intellect? Who are you? Who is not the senses? Who are you? Unconditioned by the five koshas. Then who are you? You are complete, you are all pervasive, you are that which can never be reduced. And how do we live? Totally contrary to it, isn't it? So Chintan Karo. And then it continued to say, Swaprakashena dehadin bhasayannan anna apavrutaha. So, एक एवाद्वितीयश्च सत्य ज्ञानादि लक्षणः. And there in the 41st verse it was told that though it puts swaprakashena dehadin, by its own light, dehadi etc. are it illuminates itself. No other light is required to illuminate it, and also it illuminates the body and the whole world, and in this way it remains without any such halo or glow around itself. It is pure. What did it say? Satya Jnanana Lakshanaha. And what is its Lakshana? Or Eka Eva Advitiyascha. It is one Eka Advitiya Eva alone. It is one alone. Advitiyascha. And no duality can touch it. It is independent, free of all duality. And Satya Jnanadi Lakshanaha. And truth and knowledge are the etc. What truth, knowledge, faith, etc. are the lakshanas. And asanga swaprabho drashta vijnanenavagamyate acharya shastropadeshadaihi deshadi aikya jnanam yada bhavet. Asanga, this Atma is of the nature of non-attachment, not detachment, non-attachment. It can never be attached to anything. How? Just like water is unattached to the waves. Or because water alone is inside and outside wave, isn't it? So, just like the space, it's giving accommodation to everything in this creation, but it is untouched by space. It's asanga. Asanga swaprabho. And where are we? 42nd verse. It is ये तो कर लिया. This Atma is when here it says that asanga swaprabho, that it is self-illuminating, and drashta means it is the witness. Drashta drishya. Drishya is that which is seen, drashta is the seer. So which seer is he? Atma is that seer or witness or observer who is uninfluenced by whatever it illumines. That is you, huh? But what happens to us? Whatever you illuminate, we get affected, we pass a comment, we have a thought, we have an emotion, and we feel, if I am illuminating the body, we feel I am the body. What should be the truth? What should be the disposition? I am witnessing the body, just like I am witnessing other bodies. But it does not. So this Ramchandra ji is instructing our Laxman ji, and here it says Acharya Shastropadeshadi Aikya Jnana Yada Bhavet. And coming to under the tutelage of a teacher, when this what we told before, that asanga swaprabho dashta vijnane nava gamyate, this asangata of our essential nature, this self-illumination property of our nature, this witnessing of our nature, and vijnane navagamyate, when this becomes available, this becomes revealed when we practice under the Acharya Shastropadeshadaihi. So when we come under the tutelage of a Guru Maharaj and he guides us how to think, what to practice or not practice, and then the Deshadi Aikya Jnana Yada Bhavet, then alone this Brahmatmaikya Jnana means that Atma and Paramatma are one. Aikya means oneness. Oneness of what? The Jivatma and the Paramatma. Oneness of what? The husband and the man. We have to recognize that it is one. But in this, who is the real one and who is the false one? Who is the real? You have the daring to say in front of us. Who is the real one? The husband is the real one or the man is the real one? But man has no problems. Husband has all the problems. Meaning sometimes problems, sometimes joy, sometimes different emotions. See? So that is going to go on. This morning's lecture you should have heard. It was very nice in Amrit Anubhav. How that one is expressing as many. And there is no question of ignorance. This is all what you are seeing, hearing, teaching, the drashta and drishya, the knower and known, the experiencer and experienced. Everything is nothing but that one reality. So here when we are talking about Aikya Gyan Yada Bhavet, this oneness between the Atma and Paramatma, Jivatma and Atma, husband and man, all this becomes revealed when we are under the guidance of a teacher, Guru Maharaj, and he teaches you what, and we practice that, vijnanena avagamyate, when we follow the practices that he has given us, the knowledge that he has shared with us. आत्मनोर्जीव परयोः मूला विद्या तदैव हि लीयते कार्यकरणैः सहैव परमात्मनि. In the 40 and here he says that it is then that ignorance and delusions merge with its original source, that is Paramatma, together with its instruments of action and its subsidiary sense of organs, the 5 organs of perception and 5 organs of action. When this union takes place, for whom is the body? For whom is the body? For the jiva, for the individual. Individual has come about because he is identified with the body. That's why Atma has fallen to the level of individuality. But when this Aikya takes place, when this individual merges into its essence, into the totality or the Atma Tattva, recognizes, rediscovers that he is the infinite self, at that very moment, all the faculties, what were the faculties? The 5 sense organs, 5 sense perceptions, or 5 sense 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of knowledge, the breath, the mind, the intellect, the individuality, the triputi. Subject of every thought is made up of 3: subject, object, and instrument of knowledge, and the 5 great elements. Everything merges back into its own source, including ignorance. Here we are saying the word ignorance because Ramchandraji is using the word ignorance. So what is, in other words, if you take it from Jnaneshwar Maharaj's point of view, it is what? Incomplete knowledge. We were living as an individual, thinking that we are born and we are going to die, but now we have got complete knowledge because of the teachings of the Guru Maharaj, and therefore I realize that I am of the nature of infinitude. I am one without a second, and with that click, everything that I have thought myself to be, everything that I have imagined myself to be, everything that I have projected myself to be. Husband is nothing but a projection, an imagination. Wife is an imagination. Guru and Shishya is an imagination. Everything in this creation is nothing but a projection of the mind. Everything as if gets sucked back, goes back to its original nature, and that original nature is the self. Out of the self, the whole thing came about, and into the self, the whole thing goes back. When you are not ready to experience that, then you go up to only Brahmalok. That is not the part of the text here. Then you go by Krama Mukti through the 7 lokas and reach the loka of the Brahmaji, and from there, when at the end of time Brahmaji goes back to Vishnu for equal period of time, you also go back with him. And so in this way, now we come to the 44th verse. Savastha mukti rityukta Yupacharo yamatmani idam moksha swarupam te kathitam raghunandana jnana vijnana vairagya sahitam me paratmanaha kintvetar durlabham manye madbhakti vimukhatmanam. This stage when avidya, ignorance, delusion or incomplete knowledge coalesces with the Paramatma. Coalesces means it merges back into the Atma. What will be this merging like? This merging will be like when you have remained awake and the last thought is dissolving. Suppose you are doing japa. How you do Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para. So as you are chanting the mantra and it is going within, and so first, what is that? What do we say when we do japa? What are the three parameters? The quantity of japa must reduce, the direction of the japa must change, and the quality of japa must change. So what is the direction? First we were chanting it outwards, now we are chanting it inwards. By the time it comes to Madhyama, it is inwards, isn't it? Then that was the direction. Quality, first we are chanting mechanically, now we are chanting with bhav. We want to merge, we want to realize what that name, what that mantra stands for. If it is Om, I want to realize Om. If it is Ram, I want to realize Ram. If it is Om Namah Shiva, I want to realize Lord Shiva. And the quantity of thoughts or the quantity of japa. If before we were chanting Ram, 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 because I was afraid, I was of other thoughts coming and disturbing and hijacking my mind, therefore I was chanting very fast, mechanically. But as I keep maturing into it and keep correcting my approach to it, as we told, quality and direction, then slowly, the quantity of thoughts also start reducing. The more you remain awake with love, shraddha, commitment, automatically the mind says, okay, and it reduces, because why you are chanting fast? To keep awake. Now you are, or out of fear. Now there is no fear, and you have developed a stamina to remain awake. I'm telling you in a different manner. And then when that is recognized, or it happens automatically, you don't even have to recognize, you will just observe it. Acha, aise ho raha hai. This is only from observation. That the number of japa or the number of mantras in your mind, they also start reducing. As they reduce and you find yourself more and more comfortable in the gap, still mantra comes. After some time the mantra just pops up, again it pops up. But when eventually, when the last one is fading away, the last time it comes and it's fading away and you're going into the silence, that is the point we are talking about. But that silence is not inert. It is not jada samadhi. We are talking about Brahmatmaikya Bodha. We are talking about Brahma and Atma, meaning, or you can say Jivatma and Jivatma, the individual is recognizing that he is infinite. He is the untouched one, the Atma. He is the witness, the Sakshi. Or we are talking about that this Sakshi or this Atma, recognizing it is, well, we can't. We can only talk about Jivatma and Atma, because Atma by nature is Paramatma. We have to just come to the Atmic point of Atma level, that's all. There's no level but to come to Atma, come to be the essence. At that time, all these faculties, they as if get sucked back into the source. I'll tell you how. Nowadays you don't see that on the TV. Remember in the olden times when the TV used to start, first one dot used to come, and from the dot then lines will come, And from the lines, then slowly, slowly the picture will come. And when you put it off, what happens? Whoosh, it used to get sucked back into the point. Correct? Exactly like that it happens every morning to you and every night when you go to sleep. Analog TV you are. You have not become digital yet. That's exactly how it happens. Yeah. So this stage when we chanted 44th and 45th, isn't it? Yeah, this stage when avidya, that is incomplete knowledge or delusory knowledge, coalesces with the Paramatma, the Supreme Eternal Self, is called salvation or ultimate deliverance of the soul of the creature. And this is called moksha. Savastha mukti rityukta, such avastha. Saha, sa, because it is, avastha is feminine. So sa avastha. Sa avastha, avastha is the state, disposition, is called as liberation. Iti ukta, he upacharo yamatmani, and then it says idam moksha swarupam te kathitam raghunandana, and in this way, having told that this is the final destination of every jiva, that is moksha. Moksha swarupam te kathitam raghunandana. Ramchandra ji saying this itself, where all the faculties go back to their source, is called as moksha. Now, we have said it many times, we'll say it again till one day, what should I say? Even after you realize it, still we'll keep telling. Why? Because what else is there to talk about? What is that? In the deep sleep, when every night you go to sleep, naturally all your faculties, first the world dissolves from your mind, then the thoughts dissolve from your mind, slowly, slowly the awareness of your body, limbs, senses, slowly the mind, slowly you are not even aware of your breath. Not aware of breath means the breath has gone back to the source. And eventually, only when everything is sucked back to the source, you go to sleep. If we can remain awake when it is happening every night, make this a daily exercise of awareness, that you want to have a wakeful sleep. Wakeful sleep. Because you don't have to do any sadhana to withdraw the senses. You don't have to do any sadhana to do japa. You don't have to do any sadhana to stop the world from entering into your mind. It's naturally happening. So all your energy is conserved. So drink a coffee and go to sleep. You're fully inspired, fully awake. You're understanding what I'm saying? That normally all the yogis and all, they are doing so much sadhana. Here every night automatically all withdrawal is happening. First day you will miss it, second day you will miss it, third day you will miss it. But one day it will click. A child doesn't complain how many times he has fallen. Eventually he learns to walk. Nobody teaches that child. So same way, if our intention is clear that when I am going to sleep, my faculties are naturally withdrawn, I want to have a wakeful sleep, in a few days' time, the click will take place. And you are free. As for the soul, this is just like a remedy to cure it or wash it of all the dirt that has got stuck to it in the course of its long journey through various lives. In actual fact, the state of emancipation and salvation is not strange or unknown to the soul. it is its intrinsic natural state of being, even as body has a natural tendency to stay healthy and fight off infections and diseases on its own accord. But sometimes antibiotic medicines and other remedies are needed to help it to fight its own battle against disease. O Raghunandan, O Laxman. So here Ramchandraji is saying that we have got birth for what? I keep saying, what is the purpose of human birth? To realize the self. Correct? But why have you got the birth? I don't know. और नहीं तो अभी तुम स्वामी जी का मंत्र बोलोगे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, आ गए बर्थ हो गया, अब क्या क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I don't care. That will not, if you can live like that, then it is fantastic. But why have we got this birth as a particular person, as Nagaraj, as Pramila, as whoever, each one of you? Why have we got it? Only that one. Why you are not a girl, only a boy? Why you are Nagaraj only, or in this particular form? Why not any other form in this creation? Why? Because of the past karmas, correct? So because of all the data that we have collected in our life over past lives, that has resulted in this particular body. Why have we got this body? One thing is to realize. What is the other? To empty ourselves. Of what? Of all papas, of all sins. Now tell me, are we able to remember all that we have done in our past lives? You can't remember. And there are many exercises and sadhanas by which you can go into your past and clear up your aura, clear up your past lives, so that I become pure. But it's a hard slog. It's a hard slog. Because we don't know what all we have done in our past life. And if I don't have the energy, I don't have the inclination, I don't have the focus to go, interest to go into my past lives, then there's no option for me or what? I can't be free in this lifetime. And the only option left is Vedanta. Only option left is what Ramchandraji is saying, to have complete knowledge, and that knowledge is not about the world. That knowledge is realizing, recognizing, rediscovering that I am complete. There was never a time that I have become less than completeness. It is out of me this whole creation has come out, and out of me means out of the Atma. And that which has been projected out of by this Atma through itself, in itself, is also complete. If the world is complete and the Atma is complete, then what will be your, as a seeker, what will be your disposition towards the world? Will you try to gain the world? Will you try to secure yourself? Will you try to survive in this world? Or will you play the game of life to be played through you? Because everything is complete. And keeping attention where? Keeping attention on the essence. This was the topic this morning also. Same thing is in other ways. Ramchandraji is telling, he here uses Jnana Vijnana Vairagya Sahitam Me Paratmanaha Kintvetar Durlabham Manye Madbhakti Vimukhatmanam. I had told you the essence, again, see, essence. Essence of what? Is the meaning of obtaining emancipation and salvation, along with what is Gyan, Vigyan, Vairagya and Paramatma. Those who are devoid of my sincere devotion, I regard this attainment of salvation as very difficult. So, what is required? Whether you accept Atma or Paramatma, or you accept Bhagwan, or you accept the goddess, does not matter. But devotion, surrender, faith that Atma is my essence. Faith towards God, that God is going to help me to realize my essence. Because Atma and God are one. In my own abilities, I have faith that I have what it takes to have the faith, the conviction, the whatever is required or not required in order to be the Atma. See? Oh, but world is so powerful, it distracts me, it attracts me, I am not able to detach. I have faith in the Lord's grace and in the Atma that I will be able to detach and be the Atma. Everything begins with faith. If you keep complaining, it's not possible, it is not possible, it is not possible. Got it? See? It's how we program ourselves. And that is why satsang is important. Again and again, reprogramming is going on. I'm speaking, I'm programming myself all the time. Not forgetting. Still, sometimes unwanted thoughts come into the mind, isn't it? Even after all this knowledge of regular satsang, still the world enters. It tries to find some way, some crack. And suddenly some thought will take over your mind. And a little bit of going around, "Oh, what happened?" Oh, come back. So Gyan was knowledge, Vigyan was the putting it into practicality, and we can put it into, we can be intellectually convinced about something, but until and unless we don't have the correct discrimination, we will not be able to put it into practice. And for that, putting into practice or allowing it to manifest in your daily life, vairagya is required. Then you will see the play of the divine in and through every action, every blink, every word, every stimuli is an expression of the divine. This transformation comes about. And those who are devoid of the Shraddha, for such people, realization is, or merging, recognizing themselves as the Atma is very difficult. See? What does it mean that those who have lack of faith? What does it mean that those who have lack of faith in me? What does it mean? You accept your wife as your wife. You have faith, no? So you have faith. You accept your children. You have the faith that we are attentive at this moment, I hope. So what do you mean by lack of faith? Think loudly. Lack of faith means what? I'm just putting a trigger in to make us think from different angles. So one, I told you, in the Atma, in the Lord, in our abilities, that I can. What does lack of faith mean?
Don't have confidence.
Don't have confidence, okay. Not convinced, okay. But what is the reason that we don't have confidence? What is the reason? That is, lack of confidence is because of lack of faith in our own ability, isn't it? So why is that coming about? Good.
Swamiji, we still think this, we are body.
Yes. Yes.
And we feel we are incomplete.
We think we have faith in our incompleteness, not faith in our completeness. Good way to put it. Very nice.
We have trust in insurance then.
Huh?
We have trust in insurance than ourselves.
Correct. And this lack of faith in the Lord, in our own ability, in our confidence, in our completeness is because we have more faith in the world. That the world is real. That this body is real. The relations and possessions are real. Survival is real. Responsibility is real. All that is true, no doubt, at one level. But if our goal is salvation, our goal is self-realization, then while all this is taking place, we have to transcend all this. We think because we are doing the job, therefore we are surviving. Because we are doing the job, therefore we are surviving. Bigger joke. Because I am teaching, you are going to realize. Because the mind is thinking, therefore it is understanding. I'm taking you inside now. Because the mind is thinking, therefore thinking, understanding. Therefore realization will happen. You can be far, far, far away from truth if you believe in that. Realization is your natural state. But because we are talking about faith, the lack of trust in the truth or God, the lack of faith in the truth or God or in our abilities is only because we are not quiet in ourselves. And we are not quiet in ourselves because too much importance and value giving to the world. Too much. More than it is required. Continuously thinking about what we have, continuously thinking about our past memories, continuously thinking about our regrets, continuously thinking about what we have to do in future, expectations, continuously trying to protect what we have, continuously putting efforts to get what we don't have. And what does Krishna say? Ananyascindayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. He says, think of me exclusively and I'll take care of everything that you have and that you need in life. But here we have more faith in our ability. We have more faith in that I have to do it. Only then I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. For anyone who looks at you, it seems, see how nicely he's taking care of his family, see how much hard work he's doing for the family, see he's continuously striving to get better and better job and better income. We all look at each other, isn't it? But where are you looking? Are you looking at, yes, because I am doing it, It will only lead to ahankara vimudhatma. Or are you, in spite of putting all the efforts and everything, carrying out your responsibilities, you are seeing the hand of the divine in it? Then you are having faith. चक्षुष्मतामपि तथा रात्रौ सम्यग् excuse me. चक्षुष्मतामपि तथा रात्रौ सम्यग् न दृश्यते पदं दीपसमेतानां दृश्यते सम्यगेव हि एवं मद्भक्तियुक्तानाम् आत्मा सम्यक् प्रकाशते मद्भक्ते कारणं किञ्चिद् वक्ष्यामि शृणु तत्त्वतः. Just like a person cannot see any sign or mark with his eyes in the darkness of night and can only see it in the light of the lamp, similarly, one who has my devotion can experience or witness the Atma. Bhagavan is saying, this is a very rare moment. Ramchandraji's very few places he has shown that he is the Lord himself. And here in Laxman Gita, he is openly telling Laxman that he who has devotion towards me alone can come to know the Atma, can come to be the witness of the Atma. Now I shall tell you some practical methods for my bhakti, that is devotion and submission and faith, worship, etc. मद भक्ते एवं मद भक्ति युक्तानाम आत्मा सम्यक प्रकाशते मद भक्ते कारणम किंचिद वक्ष्यामि शृणु तत्वतः. Now listen, now I'll tell you the ways to put it into practice. And here he says, शृणु तत्वतः. शृणु तत्वतः means what? Shunu Tattvataha. What does Shunu means? Listen. Tattvataha.
Essence.
Tattva is essence. Tattvataha. Listen with awareness. Listen with awareness, not superficially. मद्भक्त संगो मत्सेवा मद्भक्तानां निरन्तरम् एकादश पुर्वासादि मम पर्वानुमोदनम् मत्कथा श्रवणे पाठे व्याख्याने सर्वदा रतिः मत्पूजा परिनिष्ठा च मम नामानुकीर्तनम्. These paths of devotion are the following. What are they? To have contact, communion, interaction with my other devotees. This is what we are doing right now. We are all committed to the divine. We want to hear the words of the divine, etc. We are all devotees. Constant service to me and my devotees. Right now, are you doing service to the... Yes, service. We are all brought potluck, service to each other. Right? The satsang is in different houses. You are serving by inviting other devotees to your house so that we all come together and enjoy the satsang, listen to the Lord words of the divine. Huh? How you are serving him, how you are serving the Lord, not the devotees, how you are serving the Lord right now. Firstly, only by being here, you are serving the Lord. That you have chosen not to sit in front of the TV and come and sit here. You are already serving Him. But even more so, if you are sitting here and listening with awareness, then you are serving Him. If there is love, devotion, surrender, sharanagati in your heart, surrender in your heart, that Lord, please, enough, reveal me the essence. Only by your grace it is going to happen. It is not by studying the books that we come to know the essence. They are helpful, no doubt. But actually, more data, we get more confused. Have to keep it simple. Those who have never studied, I'm not going to say this or that, each one is different. But if we can listen to all this with awareness, with bhakti, then the data will not be created. So take Mirabai, take Anandamayi Ma, take Nisargadatta Maharaj, take Narsimha, who was Mirabai's guru. Can't remember the name right now. Take Surdas, take so many Mahatmas are there. They did not study any scriptures. Kabir Das. But mind was uncluttered, mind was focused on the Lord. The grace of the Lord descended, clicked. Our case, we study a little bit and we start doing Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare, should I be doing pranayam? But what about Yamaniyam? Hare Ram, Hare. Because you studied all this. That's why instead of doing the japa, you are only lost in what you have studied. You don't have faith that by taking the name of the Lord, the senses will come under control. Do you have faith? You have or you don't have? Then do you do the japa with such disposition that automatically the world goes out of your mind, the senses are not running around everywhere, the mind is absolutely focused on the mantra and eventually reaches the silence? This is all because of faith. And if it is, and those who complain, it is only because they don't have faith. Here he says, so here we are talking about different types of devotion, to have contact and communion and interaction with my other devotees, constant service to me and my devotees too, mat seva mat bhaktanam nirantaram ekadasha upavasadi mama parvanu modanam, and to keep fasting on Ekadashi day and other designated occasions, to celebrate my various festivals, and then mat katha shravane pathe, and listening to the katha. We are listening to the Ramayana katha right now. Pathe, in your own free time, do the parayan of the Sundarkand or Hanuman Chalisa or Ramayana or Bhagavad Gita. Keep chanting. What will it do? But it should happen with discipline. With as much discipline you go to sleep every night, with as much discipline you enjoy your breakfast, lunch and dinner, with that much discipline and enjoyment you should chant and do the part every morning or evening whenever you have free time. For that period of 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour of that chanting, in your mind no other thoughts will come. You're totally engrossed in that japa or that chanting of the Gita or Ramayana. Okay, here what is saying? To celebrate my various festivals, commemorating various holy occasions, to have interest and love for hearing, reading, reciting and explaining the various divine stories associated with me. This is our topic. See, even yesterday we went to see the dance, the concert, but every incident, the various dances were all based on Ganga and Garuda Gamana and Radha and Krishna. Not contemporary style with no meaning. Contemporary means no meaning, baseless. Move any way you want. And they call that dance. Be eager and diligent. Mat katha shravane pathe vyakhyane sarvadarati, ever eager, ever intoxicated, ever available to listen to the katha and the exposition on my expositions, on my stories. Then mat puja parinishta cha mama namanukirtanam, and be eager and diligent towards my worship and adoration, and chant, recite, repeat my holy name in a group in unison, that is to do kirtan. In this way, mad bhakta sangha, mad seva mad bhaktanam, ekadashyupavasadi, parvanumodanam, mat katha shravane pathe, vyakhyane, mat puja parinishta, and mama nam anukirtanam. These are the 7 ways of devotion towards to the Lord. And this is the right way. It is not because he wants to keep you busy. No. If we do this, it will keep the theme of the divine. We are continuously interacting with the theme of the divine. Something we have to do, so why not puja? Something we have to speak, why not chant the name of the Lord? Something we have to listen, why not the stories of the Lord? So, let every faculty ever revel in the divine theme, and in this way, and he already told in the beginning, do all this with awareness, with eagerness, with tatparata. It should not, if there is no shraddha, there is no tatparata or eagerness, then it will become mechanical. You will come here and you will catch, this is my seat. Then you become very comfortable in every satsang. Let's see what he's going to say this time. You're not available to the words. You're here to assess the speaker. You're here to assess the Ramayana, what it is going to tell me this time that I already don't know. Because in your mind, you're already knowing everything. So you're not available. So tatparta means, I don't know. So many years I've been listening and still the individuality is there. At this moment, why am I not merged with the Lord? Where am I falling short? Lord, please make me empty completely so that these words strike the core straight away. See, this type of inner dialogue has to happen. And it will reach its maturity only if we have faith in the Lord. Evam satata yuktanam bhaktiravya vicharini mahi sanjayate nityam tata kima vashishyate ato mad bhakti yuktasya jnanam vijnanamevacha vairagyam cha bhavet shighram tato muktim avapnuyat. Here it is written vairayam. It's vairagyam. Evam satata yuktanam. In this way, those who always follow me, satata, continuously, yuktanam, those who continuously yoke them with me, satata, again and again. Just like when we are sitting in a satsang and the sleep is catching us from inside. What is satata nidra yuktanam? And you're keeping your eyes open, but inside the sleep is pulling you in. You want to listen to the words of the teacher, but the sleep is overpowering. And as much as you may try, again and again the attention, even if you're opening your eyes, your attention is, I hope I don't close my eyes and go to sleep. Or the mind tricks you, I am in meditation. It is so divine what teacher is saying. And close your eyes, go to sleep. Satata yuktanam. Continuously yoke yourself. Children continuously yoke themselves with the parents. See? Continue think about the parent. Mother continuously think about the children. Who are you thinking about continuously? World, family, children, gila kachra, sukha kachra, emotions, possessions, job, survival. How life is difficult. What are we continuously thinking? In spite of everything. Because you are going to get in life what you have ordered for yourself. Karma. What karmas you have done in your past life is manifesting as prarabdha right now. Destiny right now. So whatever, if you have lot of money, if you have no money, if you have good health or bad health, all this you have created, you have ordered it for yourself. So don't complain. Don't blame. This principle is told so that we take full responsibility for where we are today. In spite of that, in spite of having plenty or having nothing, do we have the faith in the Lord? Are we able to bring about a disposition where, in spite of wanting to think, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to apply for the job, I have to get that bathroom repaired, I have to get that I have to get that bill paid, I have to get that loan installment paid. Did I put it in automatic payment, or I have to pay, or I have to pay that insurance? In spite of all that, are we able to yoke ourselves to the divine name and trust? This is a big thing. And trust, when what is required, it will come to our mind. And when it is not required, our mind again goes back to the taking the name of the Lord. Remember once the story? Satata Yuktanam. Story that one genie and one person went to the Mahatma. I'm not rich. Please give me some divine mantra. He said, okay, I'll give you a genie. He gives him a bottle, and he opens it, and out of that the genie comes, and the genie says, I'll do whatever you want, but you have to keep me busy, man. And he says, okay, get me some food. Our family has not eaten food for so long. And he immediately, a beautiful royal buffet is provided to the family. Hooray! Everything. We have not slept in good beds for a long time. Immediately the genie brings all the beds. Please make my house into a palace. Immediately the house is made into a palace. And yes, master, what next? He has not even taken the first morsel of food into his mouth. And already the house is prepared. He says, do the farming. I'm all by myself with 2 bullocks. I don't have the energy. All the farming. He immediately goes. He's just breaking the chapati, putting the vegetables, and he's halfway. He says, done. What next I have to do? Please, master, give me some job. And the rule is, if you don't give me the job, I'll eat you up. And he has not been able to, in spite of all the riches, he has not been able to take one morsel of food. It's like us in Australia. You all have everything, but you eat fresh from fridge. FFF. No fresh food. This is the pathetic condition of ours. This is the same story. So he gets, and the genie is after him. Now give me next job, give me next job. He says, okay, I'll give him a bigger job. Make everyone a big palace in the village. Finished. Everyone good food, everyone's farming done. Still, the journey of his fingers from the plate to the mouth has not completed. And he has already finished everything. And he comes, what next? He says, if you don't give me the job, I will eat you up. He finds this is not a healthy proposition. Now, how many jobs can you give? He runs to the Mahatma. What did you give me? He says, you asked me, give me a mantra, give me an ability by which I am able to satisfy my desires. I gave you. No, but he is ready to eat me. What do I do? He said, simple. Dig a hole, make the genie dig a hole outside in the backyard. Tell him to put a very, very tall pole in that hole and tell him, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down, and keep doing it till I ask you. And when you have something, now lunch comes, now come bring lunch. After that, what do? Go to the pole, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. You understood what I'm saying? So when you put your mind, satata yuktanam, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, this mind is the genie. If you don't keep it busy, it will eat you up. It will bring doubts to your mind. It makes you suspicious about everything. It makes you depressed. It zaps your energy. So what do? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Now, I have to speak now. Genie, now give lecture. After the lecture is over, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then the dinner is there. Genie, now we have to use the mouth properly. 16 times you have to chew the food, every bite. Done. What next? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. है ना मजेदार? This is the way. Satata yuktanam. We are giving you, and the more your mind becomes single pointed on the Lord's name, that single pointedness brings about immense strength, immense ability, immense focus and concentration. And a concentrated mind, a focused mind can achieve anything in this creation, directly proportional to the focus. So apply yourself. Evam satata yuktanam bhakti ravya vicharini. He says, in this way, those who always follow me, here I have given you satata yuktanam in a different manner, they surely develop unwavering and steady devotion in me. The first time, it may be a bit difficult. You will feel funny yourself. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Why am I chanting this mantra? I don't feel like doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You do it for a few days, it will become a habit. It will become a habit. I got married. Now, before I was alone, now I got to responsibility of the wife, and our wife is saying I got a responsibility of husband also. The bachelorhood was better. No responsibility. Now I have to think of this idiot. No, she will not say idiot. Patidev. how he says, she says, I don't know, in your language also you say, na, Deva. Arti says, Deva. He says, Devi. That is how you should address each other. God, Goddess. See? But you, with few days of living, you start learning how to gel. Whatever the reason may be societal pressure, reason could be that I have got married in front of the fire and I cannot break this commitment. It has been done in front of the people, in front of gods. I am wearing a Mangal Sutra, I am wearing a Sindoor. Now I am his and he is mine, and we are committed to each other. We took the Saptapadi. Different ways of convincing yourself, but because of the thinking in this manner, you keep adjusting, and very quickly, within few days, few weeks, or in one lifetime, if not 7, you gel, you understand, isn't it? You understand. You start. Both the couple, they start understanding each other. No, sometimes words don't have to be spoken. This was the relationship between Ram and Sita, Ramchandra ji and Sita ji. She knew intuitively what he wants, and he knew intuitively what she wants. So there was perfect synchronization between both of them. Why? Both were perfect. Both were perfect. So, why we have a family, why we have come together, a little bit deviation from the topic, but why we are having a family? Because we don't want to be alone. We don't want to be lonely. If you have discovered that you are never alone, God is always with you, you will become a sannyasi. Because you didn't discover that you needed a partner. Why? I don't want to live a lonely life. I want to share. We share it with Lord. You share it with your partner. But now you're sharing your life with a partner, but then both must be focused on one. And that is the divine. You help her to realize the divine, and she helps you to realize the divine. What about children? They'll grow by themselves. They'll grow by themselves. As if you are pulling them, as if you are going to instill the knowledge in their mind, in their brains. They come with their own destiny. And you become focused on the Lord. That focus, that single pointedness, with that disposition, whenever you open your mouth, it will make an impact on the children. It's a different, totally different. Where all parents are continuously worried about their children, here we are not worried, we are worried about God. We are worried about perfect, that we want to be perfect. And as you move towards perfection, the vibrations that come out of you, the aura that you emanate, it will affect the children, yaar. But if you are disturbed, then that disturbed aura will affect the children, isn't it? Is it or not? So marriage partner is only to help each other to realize the truth, not to indulge. Evam satata yuktanam bhaktiravyavicharini Mai sanjayate nityam tatak kimavashishyate. What else is left to be done to attain emancipation and salvation? Hence, atah ato mad bhakti yuktasya jnana vijnanamevacha. Hence, it is certain that those persons who are endowed with my devotion, bhakti, can soon get gyan. Gyan is not, remember what we told in the beginning of the Laxman Gita, Gyan is not knowledge of the world. Jnana is knowledge of the self. And this Gyan is not at the level of thoughts. It is not at the level of thoughts or words. Then what is this knowledge? This knowledge is knowledge. That's it. It is your nature. It has never left you. It is your nature. You are complete. You are of Satchidanand. Chit means that knowledge. Chit means that light. Chit means that consciousness. So we are talking about Ramchandraji saying that he who comes to, what is that? It is certain that those persons who have my devotion, bhakti, can soon get jnana. See? See, in the path of knowledge, ahankar is important. I am gaining the knowledge. I am studying the scriptures. I have studied so much. I have to understand. I have done, studied Bhagavad Gita 3 times. I have given lectures on Ramayana so many times. Everywhere I is coming. It's an ego trip. It's an ego trip. Such a person, forget it. Ahankara vimodhatma. Then what is to be done? Instead of, use the I to take the name of the Lord. This I will dissolve. Use the I to take the name of the Lord. Satata yuktanam. The I will dissolve. Where the I dissolves, their knowledge takes place. Meaning, the false identification of the I, that will get dissolved, and the true nature of the I will reveal itself. And that is the Gyan that he is talking about. Can soon get Gyan, Vigyan and Vairagya. Vigyan, practical application of that knowledge in life, it will automatically, spontaneously start taking place in life. See? Meaning, in and through your daily activities, you will not forget the Lord and you will not forget who you are. The mind is chanting the name of the Lord and you are being the self. Both. And wherever it is required, that genie called the mind, it will do what is required to be done and come back and take the name of the Lord. And you are never forgetting that you are the witness in consciousness as long as this body is there. Keep this game going on. What's so difficult? Just initial jump start is required. 1 month maximum. Then it becomes a habit. And as a consequence of it, they soon achieve emancipation and salvation, which is the ultimate goal of the soul or of our life. Soul means conditioned consciousness. Conditioned by body, breath, mind, intellect. Panchakoshas. Kathitam sarvamethatte tava prashnanusaratah asmin manasamadhaya yastishtet satu mukti bhak navvaktavamidam yatnan madbhakti vimukhaya hi madbhaktaya pradatavyam ahuyapi prayatnatah yaidam tu pathen nityam shraddha bhakti samanvitah ajnana pataladhvantam vidhuya parimuchyate. In this manner, according to your query, I have told you everything. That person who concentrates his intellect and mind on these facts, aspects, attains salvation. So, in few verses, Ramchandra ji has given the essence of who you are. What is knowledge? how do you practically apply that knowledge? What are the ingredients that are required in order to gain that knowledge or be that knowledge? And apart from that, he explained you what is vairagya, he explained you jnana, vijnana, vairagya, he told you what Atma is, he told you how that one alone became the many. So everything he has covered. In short, you can, each point you can go into detail and then discuss. Those who have no faith in me should not be explained anything that I have said, because they will deride it, make it profane, make profane comments, mock, ridicule, and demean it in their ignorance and delusion. While those who are my sincere devotees should purposefully and deliberately be explained and made to understand it, because it will benefit them and lead to their emancipation and salvation. This comes in Upanishads also, it comes in Bhagavad Gita also, it comes in many scriptures, that those who do not have faith and respect towards the scriptures should not be taught the scriptures. Only those who have the faith should be taught the scriptures. Then why do we teach everyone? Question? We leave it for the Lord to cull them out. We feed everyone. कलयुग है, सबको खिलाओ. Those who can grasp will grasp, those who don't grasp, they will get bored and they will stop coming anyway. They will make some comments, they will make some arguments, but when you don't fall into their trap and you are committed to the Lord and your seva towards Him through satsang, then such people automatically lose interest in such gatherings. See? that person who will, in the 50, ya idam tu pathen nityam shraddha bhakti samanvitaha ajnana pataladhvantam vidhuya parimuchyate. Ya idam tu pathen nityam. He who studies this or always reads with this Laxman Gita with faith, conviction and devotion shall remove the darkness cast by the ignorance surrounding him, and he shall be freed and delivered from the shackles of his mundane, entrapping, delusionary existence. See how assurance Ramchandra ji is giving. This is assurance. All you have to do, see, that is why in our system of teaching, people say learning by rote is bad, learning by rote is bad. You should not only read, you should not only repeat. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. Karte the na? We all did. Nowadays they don't do anything like that. If it was a poetry, we have to learn the poetry. Sometimes we have to by heart the stories also. See? But that system of ours, now look at these kids. I think their mother is teaching them bhajans. She's teaching them shlokas. Do they know the meaning of it? Some, because you are also become modern. It's okay if they understand it, good. But does she understand anything? She must be also chanting some shlokas. But does she understand the meaning? No. So what are we doing? It is by rote. So you chant the Vedic mantras, you chant the Bhagavad Gita by rote for few years, 2, 3 years, whatever. Each person is different. There is no comparison. But once a certain proficiency comes in the chanting, see, when we when we were studying in the ashram, we were chanting Rudram, we were chanting Ganapati Atharva, we were chanting Purusha Suktam. 2 years, every class, 5 classes a day, before every class, 15 minutes, I had made the timetable, what we have to chant. 2-3 compositions, if they are small, otherwise half the Taittiriya or full Taittiriya, we will chant. Did we know the meaning? We did not study Upanishads, but we were chanting Taittiriya Upanishads. We were chanting Purusha Suktam. I did not know what it meant. But eventually, when I took the text, oh, what it meant. Some of you chant Vishnu Sahasranam or Lalita Sahasranam. Do you know the meaning of every word of the in the 1,000 names of the god or goddess? No, but you are chanting, no? But whenever we take those names, then you will see, oh my God, this is what I am chanting. Like that we chant Hanuman Chalisa. Now from Monday, Tuesday, I'm starting Hanuman Chalisa at temple. Hindi. So Hanuman Chalisa. So because they have done Ramayana 4 or 5 times, they have done Ramayana. So they said, Swamiji, please come. I said, okay, we'll do something different. Ramayana, some snippet here, then you do some pages, then I come back and again do something. Chodo, something different. You have talked about Hanuman Chalisa ever? He says, never. Hanuman Chalisa के ऊपर ही lecture होते हैं. मैंने कहा हाँ. So we are exploring that. So when for me also it's a new thing, for them also it's a new thing, and as we discover, explore the Hanuman Chalisa through its various dohas and chaupais, a new appreciation will come. When you come together, now we are coming together with Hanuman Chalisa. A wife come together with husband. First she doesn't know, who is this fellow, I don't know. Arranged marriage. But slowly she comes to know him and he comes to know her. Better appreciation, isn't it? It should be that way. Then you start enjoying the shortcomings and you enjoy the over smartness also. Okay. We just conclude here, okay. Where are we? We shall be freed or delivered from the shackles of this mundane, entrapping, delusory existence. Last 2 verses and we conclude. Oh, sorry, 1 verse only, but long one. Bhaktanam mama yoginam suvimalaswantati shantatmanam matseva bhiratatmanam cha vimalajnanatmana sarvada sangamya kurute sadyod yatamadhistat sevanan yakdhi mokshastasya kare sthitaha ahamanisham drishyo bhave nanyatha. I think there is a different tune. We'll look at the tune next time. But you know the tune? नहीं कुछ और ट्यून है. I don't know, but I'll look at it next time. Let's conclude. It's already quite some time. That person who serves me, mad bhakta naam mama yogi naam suvimalas malaha no mala swanta ati shantatmanam. So he says, the person who serves me with focused mind, a pure heart, serenity, shantatmanam, and tranquility of soul, with a pure, uncorrupted wisdom and intellect, and at the same time have constant contact, communion. Here it says communion. Be in company of yogis, ascetics, saints and sages, who are my supreme and ardent devotees, is always eager to serve them with sincerity and faith. Emancipation and salvation are under their hand. In Sanskrit, it is called karamlavat, the gooseberry in your hand. So these are the qualities that one must inculcate within themselves. Do everything with a focused mind. How? Get the genie going. And when that genie is going on with the Lord's name, automatically purity will come about. Automatically the serenity. Automatically a serene mind, a tranquil mind will have purity of intention. Soul is clear, pure. You're not naturally suspecting or doubting everything and everyone. That shows the corruption of the soul. Soul means Jivatma, individuality. When you are continuously suspecting and doubting the intention of others or action of others, because mind is not pure. And at the same time have constant contact with the company of the yogis, who are my supreme. All this we have said is easily available to them. Karamlavat. Here it doesn't say that karamlavat. Vimala jnanatmanam sarvada. That naturally, very easily, the knowledge comes to them. Then he says, I always keep myself present in front of the vision of such a person. Such a person does not forget the Lord, not because of his ahankar. It's because of the divine will. Divine will. When a certain stage comes within your japa sadhana, whether you like it or you don't like, the mantra goes on in your mind, isn't it? Are you chanting? Then who's chanting? It's the divine will. Similarly, there are many, you read biographies of various Mahatmas. I have met few. One of them is, I told you about that Nepalese princess in Badrinath. She used to see Lord Narayana and she used to talk to him all the time. And when we go, like that genie, she will bring her attention to us, talk to us. But we used to feel that divinity is speaking to us. But continuously in communion with Lord. Continuously the tears are rolling out of love and joy and communion with the Lord. The first prasad that was given to the Badri Narayan, the first bhog was given to her. In winter she used to stay there only. At 19 years of age she came there. I don't know, 50, 60 years she stayed there. Never left Badrinath, even in winters. So when we go on pilgrimages, tirtha yatras, search out such people. Or if you are chanting the name of the Lord, then automatically the Lord will bring you the company of such people. In every yatra we come across. Except this, there is no other way to have my darshan, divine viewing and communion, which is by his own Lord. When he is pleased, he gives his darshan. So from bhakti point of view, we are not talking knowledge here. From bhakti point of view, we can remember the Lord, and the Lord keeps, even if we are facing the world, because the senses are outwards and they are continuously facing the world. But when the Lord makes himself available to you, then He is there between your eyes and the world. He is there between your ears and the world. He is there between your tongue and the world. Everywhere He is there. So that you don't lose the plot and you don't get carried away by the world. Because of His grace. But for His grace, which is always available, but we have to tap into it. For that, with faith, with all the pointers that He has given us here, we should remember the Lord, have faith in the Lord, and eventually come to attain salvation within this lifetime. With that, we conclude the 4th chapter of the Aranyakand. And someone look at that verse and see what the meter is. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.